Okay, so Virgil, first of all, is your family and your friends, are they okay?
Yes, they're okay. Actually, I got to talk to my mom right away after that happened while I was at work actually because I was on Friday and I was working. So she's okay and my family also is okay and friends also. So yeah, like they say, bad news travel fast and I haven't heard anything bad yet. So I pray that everything's okay so far.
That's good.
Now you mentioned that your mom was the one that told you. So how did you first hear about it?
How did I first hear about it? Well, I was at work and I remember that I had a couple messages. People wanted to try to get a hold of him from friends, actually from Facebook. And so I went to the back and go check it out. And after that, I went to give a call to my mom real quick to make sure that she was okay because the stadium is actually very close to my house. It's actually like 5 minutes walk. So
A 5 minute walk, right?
yeah, 5 minutes walk.
Wow. What was your mom's reaction?
Well, my mom was just panic, and she was really like just in panic, like panic mode. Oh my gosh, it's bomb! I hear it, and yeah, I mean that day thanks God she wasn't working. She was just at home on a day off, so everything was fine. But she heard there's an explosion, and from home.
And what about your sister? Was your little sister at the house as well when it happened?
No, actually, my sister wasn't. My sister actually played basketball from the north of Paris, so she was in a little hometown. Actually, she got a hold of me from text messages, telling me that to call mom. This is crazy. What's going on in Paris right now? There's explosions, there's shootings, and yeah. So I had to calm everybody down a little bit. Since I'm the man of the family, so I had to really make sure that everybody was okay and try to say the right thing, but it was really hard because a lot of people lost families and stuff like that and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what is your opinion on the French response to what happened?
Well, for me, for my part, I think it was. I mean, it's just immediate. They act just directly toward what happened, and I don't know if it was a right decision or not because I don't believe in killing people at all. So was this the right decision? I don't know. It's just I guess time will tell or whatever. But right now, really don't want to focus about the reaction, what the friends did. It was just more about the families that lost parents, people. You know what I mean? Like that's why I really focus about and like that really like deeply like touched me. So I want to make sure that everybody understands like it's not about the reaction really. I don't even want to talk about the ISIS stuff. I just think about the people, that lost a family, a member, and it could have been one of my mom, my sister, and actually it was very close. So yeah, it was it touched me also. So
Now, about your family, are they staying in the same house or have they moved somewhere just for protection in case anything?
well, they haven't moved. My mom still live in St Denis. I mean, as you know, they also had another bomb. So a lady just explodes on, I think it was on Monday or so, like at 4 in the morning, because she was about to catch her or whatever. And so yeah, my mom still live there, and she right now the whole city is shut down. So like she wanted to actually, my mom, she's a little brave and courageous. She was like, well, I'm just gonna go to work, you know. And I was like, well, Mom, I mean, you might need to chill because chill a little bit before this calm down a little bit and then go because it's very like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, really sucks.
Well, is she planning at least to come in here, like to be near you?
Of course, definitely. That was my first thing, my first mindset. Well, let me try to get as much money so I can bring her here. But right now, for me, things are very difficult. Also, like I said, I'm still working part time for the West End, and this is new. And I don't have the fund to just bring her here, and for her also, she can just move and the paper is not like for example, like she doesn't have a passport yet to be able to fly. But of course, I would love to have her next to me, and I feel like she'll be more protected here in the United States than in France, in St Denis, where right now we heard what happened in the news, and it's just pretty crazy.
So I'm guessing you've been speaking to your mom daily.
Of course.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. So how is the routine there now that after all this happened?
The routine, but right now the OCD is shut down. So I believe also they have a curfew that they're about to install also. So right now my mom, she wanted to go to work, but she said she couldn't make it to work because all the subway was closed. So yeah, I mean the OCD is shut down right now. Everybody is. My mom was telling me is really panic in a panic room when you go to the subway and you see somebody just acting a little bit bizarre. Well, there's people just looking strange, and it's just crazy. I mean, it just sucks to see that happen. Like, because we have a lot of community back in Paris. We have a Muslim, we have a black, non-black. I mean, whatever community we do have everything. But in Paris, it's very like multicultural, and it's just sad to see that you watching maybe your neighbor like strange, like you never know when it's gonna happen and where, what time, and just be there in a wrong place, and that's it. So it just really sucks.
So how is the relationship between all the diverse cultures in Paris?
Well, actually, where I'm from, I live in a suburb of Paris. Kobe, I believe, is one of the worst suburbs that we have in Paris. So, like clearly, I grew up with a lot of community around me, like a lot of Arabic, Muslim, a lot of white, just from everywhere pretty much. You know, it's just the people that really like the hard-working class who really go to work, but they still can make it really, but they still live there. So the thing with this is just right now with what happened is just people looking at Muslim differently, and it's not all the Muslim. I don't want to we can put all the people in the same, you know what I mean? And it's just sad because my mom was telling me like right now it's just scary to just walk down a subway because you never know when it can happen. So everybody is suspicious about, you know, everybody, and just some people will have quit their job. Some people doesn't go to job, that doesn't go to work at all. Some people just stay at home. Some people become this is just traumatized, I would say, and it's just a bad place to be in right now. Like when you're in a scare mode, and like, it just sucks. I mean,
Well, you said that. Well, your mom said that they're treated differently now. What do you think?
I think it's just right now. It's gonna take a long time for Paris to overcome this, because I think right now in people's mind still those bombings it's still fresh, you know. So I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it's gonna take a lot of time to really for Paris to overcome from this, and yeah.
Okay, so what do you think of the response for social media?
Well, on social media, actually on Facebook, I saw plenty of like photos with the French flag in the background. I think this is just nice to see the whole world becoming all together, and having these peace messages for France. I mean, all I can say is just, I mean, there's a lot of family, a lot of people that lost a member of their family, and that's what we should focus on right now. And I just appreciate for the whole movement, the whole solidarity movement, and all those. This is great, but yeah, I mean, the pain is still there.
Mhm. Did you receive a lot of videos or pictures from when it happened?
I saw a lot. I mean, you can see it on TV. You can also just Google it now and just go on YouTube, and you can see footage about really what happened. For example, in the Bataclan, which was a concert with a shooting, just a body collapsing on the floor, and like for example during the game when you see all the people just came onto the stadium, came inside the stadium to be protected, and I mean this is just this is just scary. Like, wow, how can we come to that point? You know, there's a lot of question of why and how, but it's just no answer really now, and it's frustrating, and it's